wait for you. You're already in the hole.
What are you talking about?
If you can believe it, it's been 3.5 years since This Is the End came out. It really was one of the funniest movies I've seen in theater and had me laughing most of the way through. Here are 20 facts you didn't know about This Is the End. 1. This Is the End really didn't hold back on much. Michael Cera blew coke in McLovin's face, and Jonah Hill even got fucked in the ass by a demon. However, there was one joke even they thought went too far. Seth Rogen said that James Franco and Danny McBride were supposed to be toking up with Adolf Hitler in hell, but the writers thought it was just too over the top.
You don't come on my stuff. I'll come wherever the fuck I want, James. I'll fucking come in your kitchen. I'll come on your fucking art. I'll come anywhere I want.
2. Seth Rogen actually wore the same clothes in the movie as he did in his Alien movie Paul. Filming for the scene when Seth picks up Jay at the airport was shot on the same day Seth was filming a scene for Paul. 3. Seth Rogen initially thought Michael Cera would say no to the role because of the character he portrayed and all the crazy stuff he had to do. But of course, Michael Cera was totally down for all of that. His only condition for being in the movie was that he would get to wear that classic 90s windbreaker.
Who wants to sip? Sip time.
4. This is the email Seth Rogen sent to Channing Tatum to try and get him to do the movie. In the script, Danny has a gimp bitch that he keeps on the end of a leash. He refers to the guy as his little slut and talks about how he butt fucks the gimp because there are no rules anymore. The gimp is wearing a wrestling mask, and when he pulls it up, we would love nothing more than for it to be you underneath. Please don't take this the wrong way or be insulted by this. We just think it's a great joke and you would be great doing it. Channing Tatum loved the idea and immediately agreed to do it. 5. The Backstreet Boys were added last minute because test audiences hated the original ending. There wasn't supposed to be a scene in heaven, but Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen wrote the new part after the depressing original ending was received poorly. 6. In the original screenplay, Mila Kunis was supposed to be the one to threaten the gang with an axe. I definitely think Emma Watson was the better choice for the role.
Hermione just stole all of our shit.
7. The paintings in the background were mostly painted by James Franco. In addition to being a huge Lord of the Rings fan, he apparently paints like a boss. 8. The on-screen arguments were based on real-life ones. It was basically them airing out their issues on screen, like therapy. Jay Baruchel said making the movie was therapeutic because he felt that some of the confrontations were things the actors had wanted to tell others at some point.
You know what, Danny? If you weren't jizzing all the time, maybe you'd be more hydrated.
9. Michael Cera asked Rihanna if he could slap her ass for real so the scene wouldn't look fake. She agreed, but each time he slapped her butt, she slapped him across the face. But what Rihanna failed to mention is that she would slap him harder with each take. 10. Seth Rogen had to step in when the arguments on screen got too real, especially between Jonah Hill and James Franco. He said there were a couple times where he had to step in and remind them that they were actually friends. 11. At one point, it took 18 takes and over an hour to shoot one Danny McBride line. His delivery kept making everyone laugh. I wonder which one it was.
You got white shit all over your mouth, Frankie. You probably sucked somebody's dick. Jonah over here probably watched and jerked off. Jay, I didn't even know you were in town. Good to see you.
12. The director deliberately tried to get as many actors as he could to refuse to do a scene. Director Evan Goldberg said his own little personal game was to try and see how many actors he could get to say, "No, I can't do that." 13. They made up most of it on the spot. 50% of the movie was actually improvised. Compare that to Superbad, which was only 5% improvised, and Pineapple Express, which was also 50% improvised.
The dopest dope I've ever smoked. Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked, right?
14. James Franco was the only actor who agreed to do every depraved scene. At some point, every other main cast member took the director aside and said they couldn't do something or that it was just too extreme. 15. If you can believe it, the scene where a demon rapes Jonah Hill is actually ripped off of a scene from 1968's Rosemary's Baby. They even used the exact same line.
This is no dream, this is really happening!
This is no dream. This is really happening.
16. The film was going to be shot in Los Angeles in order to make it easier for the celebrities who would be doing cameos. However, the location was changed to New Orleans in order to save money. The only celebrity cameo that was lost due to the location change was Cameron Diaz. 17. The dog that Seth Rogen is holding towards the end of the movie is his actual dog. Her name is Zelda. 18. Seth Rogen said that the party scenes were the most stressful for him to direct because there was so much going on.
Come on, Rihanna, take your panties off of me.
Come on, Craig.
said, can you fuck off of me?
19. Originally, Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg asked Sony for a $40 to $45 million budget, but Sony was nervous about the plot of the movie and said no. Rogen and Goldberg then asked Sony what amount they would be comfortable giving while still letting them maintain creative control, and Sony said $32 million. Rogen and Goldberg accepted. 20. At the party, when Franco and Rogen are sitting and talking, on the table between them is a bottle of Stone IPA beer. The mascot on the bottle is either foreshadowing or direct inspiration for the climactic beast. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.